Hello, everybody. James Shoemark here. As you might know, I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Startup Race, and we sponsor the League of Entrepreneur Meetup Group. And on the Thursday, the 20th of October at 4 p.m., we're going to be having Guy Kaufman from Vested. Guy leads up the launch team at Vested, and Guy is going to be talking about how to get your startup equity agreements right first time. So hopefully you can join us for that call. But this is just to give you a little insight into what we're going to be talking about today. On the 20th, sorry, can you just give us a brief overview of this topic, Guy, please?
Yeah, thanks, James, and thanks for having me. I mean, I spend a huge amount of my time talking to founders and entrepreneurs about the ownership effect. You know, this idea that actually sharing equity with your team can boost growth, right? It can give those people a different emotional and psychological relationship with your company, and that can be a really good thing. But not all equity agreements are equal. You know, there are lots of things that you need to consider when you start devising and implementing these schemes, from tax to conditionality to the number of shares you're going to give and everything in between. It can be, you know, a pretty difficult subject to get your head around, particularly if you've not done it before. So I guess the point of this is just to try and give people an idea of how these agreements are constructed, of the different types of agreements, and the things to look out for if they ever go down this path.
And what are the negative consequences of getting this wrong, Guy? Do you have any examples or case studies?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, tax is one good example, right? So if you issue somebody with shares in the UK and those shares hold value, the recipient will typically face an income tax bill on the value of those shares. Wow. That's not something that everyone realizes, but there are different option schemes and share classes available that can negate those tax liabilities and can become a much more tax efficient way of distributing equity. So it's being aware of that and being aware of the way that you structure these agreements to maximize those tax benefits. Similarly, I would talk about conditionality, given I've already mentioned that. And that's this idea that you shouldn't just issue equity to people, you should issue them equity with strings attached. Basically, it's a powerful tool to motivate people, but you need to be incentivizing the right behaviors, and you need to associate conditions along with options or shares in order to motivate people in the right way.
So in America, very often, I think a lot of entrepreneurs are familiar with a cliff, a 1-year cliff, and then 3-year vesting in America. But of course, that doesn't happen here in the UK. We can't do that, can we?
So actually, you can associate cliffs with option agreements. So it will be quite a similar construction to create a 4 or 5 year vesting schedule with a 1-year cliff. And the way to think about a cliff is just like a probationary period in which, you know, no shares or no options vest. So in that case, it is something that is similar, but the ways and the structures used often differ slightly. So the vesting schedule, the regularity with which shares vest, that sort of thing.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I know this is a very important topic, and we need to get it right first time. So I look forward to you giving a presentation on this, Guy, on Thursday, the 20th of October. And if you're watching this video and you're an entrepreneur, then please do join us for the call at 4 p.m. On Zoom. So yes, thank you. I look forward to seeing you then, Guy. Thanks.
Thanks, James. Cheers.